Welcome to Midwest Ghost Hunters Dark Matter Podcast. Today, we review evidence we caught at an investigation in Buffalo, Missouri. Welcome to Midwest Ghost Hunters Dark Matter Podcast. I'm John, Chris, Ty, Dustin, Bobby, Melissa. The entire crew is here today.
We're going to work hard here to try to keep focus on the Buffalo stuff, but there could be stuff happening here today, too.
That's right. We are live from Pythian Castle in Springfield, Missouri, as we are every week.
Been fairly active lately, we've heard, so we'll try to keep focus on the task at hand here, which is the Nora Emerson Bridal is where we were up in Buffalo, Missouri. And she called us up there for a variety of different claims that they've been experiencing. And when was this place built again? I can't remember.
1891.
So it's been there a long time. It's been a variety of different, building or businesses over the years. We know there was a hardware store, and it's a little shady once you get, past that, exactly what it was or wasn't. But it's been there a long time.
And we're talking over 100 years.
Yeah, and we've since found out, I forgot to tell you guys, and you guys may have, Melissa, you may have already known, that Lacey contacted or let me know that a former employee of the hardware store said, oh yeah, we used to hear walking upstairs all the time.
I didn't know that.
So it's not new, but they are doing renovations there, and that has kind of spiked, what's going on there quite a bit. So that's why we went up there. We were up there just last week, and we got we had a lot of experiences, and we got a lot of EVPs to go over. I'm not exactly sure where to start. Do we just start with the experiences we had, kind of the layout of the place?
Yeah, I think I would start, when we arrive, kind of what had happened, just kind of walk us through that.
Well, you were there.
Yeah. That's kind of what I would do.
Well, guys, here's what I saw.
Yeah.
It's a really nice place. It really is. It's a cool building. It's old, obviously we just said that, but they've been working on renovating it into a more modern style, bridal.
We actually had some activity before we even got stuff set up that was going on. Mm-hmm. Dustin and I were upstairs. We were setting up a bunch of recorders, and we were running microphones into different rooms. Dustin goes into the bathroom and asks if we think that the upstairs was at one point in time connected. Remember that, Dustin?
Yeah. I was wondering if the buildings were all because I was looking out the window and it looked like super close to the next building over. It was I didn't know if there was an alleyway. And he said that, and this voice out of nowhere says, yes, it is.
Yeah, I remember. I think were we gone? I think we had run up.
You guys had went to grab some.
To get some drinks? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we were gone at that time, but you did message and let us know that had happened. That kind of, that kind of set the stage for a variety of things that happened.
I don't think we got that on.
No, there was no recorders
we were
going.
Just setting up. We had just gotten there.
Yeah, we had recorders everywhere, from all the way upstairs in the storage room to both of the photography rooms upstairs to the main floor, all the way into the basement. And the basement's was really the crux of, wouldn't you say, of the activity as far as...
there was a lot of activity there, but when you go back and you review the audio that Melissa found upstairs on those mics, there was quite a bit of audio up there, too.
I was going to say, there was stuff upstairs happening.
Yeah, I guess I should say the crux of the experiences that we had. And we did debunk some of those, like some of the light movement and stuff.
Right.
At least some of that, we were able to tell was the flashlights through the holes in the floor.
Yeah, but some of it I'm not so sure.
Some of it we're not so sure about, but it's hard. I mean, you can't, it's hard to say.
But I didn't see any flashlights that looked like some of the light that I saw down there, but when you got light shining through, I don't know.
What I saw down there was the little red light on whatever the hell what was that sitting over there? Was that a recorder?
That was a portable Tascam recorder.
Okay,
yeah.
Whatever that was sitting over there was a little red light on it, and I saw it blink out twice like someone walked past it, but me and Ty and Andrew, my son, were all standing there together. That's what I saw. And then I did see some of the, the flashes of light that I don't know. I can't pretend to say there were flashlights through the floor or what. I have no idea.
Something I thought was interesting about this particular investigation was that all of the activity, when you go back and you listen to all the recorders at the same time as I've done, and Melissa did a great job of tagging all of this, or I wouldn't have been able to get all this done. What you notice is all of the activity begins at the exact same time. All of it.
Yeah, well, we weren't there long before, we hadn't started our investigation for too long before we all were in the basement.
Right. And at one point, you guys were, I don't remember who was in the basement. Me and you and Andrew were on that Christmas tree room, the storage room.
Yeah.
And right when they said, we need someone to come down here with us, we were getting ready to go down, and then we had all those noises.
That's what I was going to say, yeah, voices and something thrown at that point.
Yes, right, yeah. And that's kind of the scenario I was talking about. We were downstairs. Melissa and I were downstairs, and all of a sudden we hear what sounds like a whisper. She says, "Did you hear that?" And we did catch this on the audio. Good. We did catch that one. While that's going on, Chris and the crew are upstairs, and they're having some things dropped, thrown. Something is going on.
They were not dropped, but thrown.
Well, and then Ty says, "Hey, we've got all kinds of activity down here. Can you get down here? You guys get ready to leave." And every time that you get ready to leave upstairs, something else happens, including stuff you probably didn't hear at the time.
Well, and including the fact that, I saw something move in the room out by the desk.
Yeah, and that was all at the same time. And I even made the comment when I was there. I was like it's trying to keep us up here. Because every time we started away.
Very much trying to get attention, because as we're going downstairs, there's a hey.
Yeah, and
it's on there. We caught that.
Yeah, the hay.
Oh, good, it was there.
Yeah, the hay is on there.
And we got in the Christmas tree room, we'll get to that here in a minute, there's also a female hay that comes out of there.
Probably explain why we call it a Christmas tree room.
Well, it's a storage room, and there's a bunch of Christmas trees in there.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, it's just...
So we could start by talking about the weird light play downstairs, I guess, in the basement.
Well, that's what I was kind of talking about, and I'll let you guys... The
best way I can describe it is like what I saw at one point was, somebody said it was like emitting its own light. Like the light wasn't coming from somewhere. Like it was like
a self-illuminating
right.
something.
To me, it looks. Ty described it as a self-illuminating apparition. I think that's what he described it as.
Yeah, anything to avoid the word orb.
When we first went down there and the lights were on, there was like a black mass that came in front of us.
Well, that's what I saw. When the lights blocked out, it couldn't have been.
That was the first.
That was when Tyler and I were down there by ourselves. That's what we seen first, and then we shut the lights off, and then it kept blocking the red light.
And that's what I saw. I saw the light get blocked twice, like it was two legs going by.
I didn't see any like shadow stuff. I saw light.
I got out of the basement when I seen that light emitting from itself, and it was there, and then it wasn't.
When Ty called for us to come down, I came down, and then by the time that everybody else I didn't see anything at first, and then I saw the same illuminating object, and then right after that, I saw a massive darkness, and I'm shining my light on the back wall there, and this big, huge darkness engulfs as it crosses it.
I didn't see like a shape of a figure. I just saw that red light get blocked out.
I never saw a shape.
It was just black.
I mean,
total black.
The floorboards upstairs, which would have been the basement ceiling, have cracks and holes.
It's have almost like you've drilled holes, like perfect little circles.
And I can't be absolutely certain.
Yes.
Because I didn't know where everybody was at all times and where their flashlights were pointing and whether they were on or not. Whether it was a flashlight or not. And what I saw did not look like someone shining a flashlight through the floorboard.
When me and you and Andrew went down there later, having known that there were now holes in the floor, we would see, it's like, oh yeah, there's a flashlight right there. So at that point, we could recognize they were flashlights.
Yeah.
We should throw that caveat out there.
We tested it too. We had somebody. There were us three downstairs.
It was Melissa.
We had Melissa upstairs walk along this
along the swing her arm. Yeah,
swing her arm like you're. We saw some weird light play.
Yes,
but
we did.
I don't know. I don't know, and I know that when we were then leaving the basement, it felt like something was literally chasing me up the stairs.
When we were leaving the basement, people, I think we forgot exactly what happened there, because it was kind of a coincidence. Like the sub pump came on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And that made things
that freaked everybody out.
Hectic and kind of crazy for just a second.
Yep.
But sub pump. During that same thing, something's thrown down there.
Yes. And we've got the good thing about this is we can sit here and talk about it forever. But we do have these recordings that back up a lot of this, so we can go ahead and
the thing that is not going to be on these recordings is I was doing video at the time, and I sent to Chris what looks like a shadow figure that is following us up out of there, and he also sent photos that Andrew took down there that it looks to me like a shadow figure standing there.
At first, if you toggle the contrast back just a little bit to get the light and dark a little more contrasted, you can see what looks like. Now, if that was all we got down there, we'd never even present it. But we got all this other stuff from the basement, so we're going to throw it into the mix too. We did get the two pictures. John's was from a video. I think, were you like running?
I was exiting at a high rate of speed.
Because it was hard, because I had to watch it frame by frame by frame. And then on one frame, he sent me a screenshot. He's like, does this look like a figure? And it does.
You guys are all actually...
But it's hard to tell when someone's moving that rapidly.
Well, and really, that night, you all are thankful to be alive, simply because I didn't just mow you down going up the stairs. Because I somehow normally in these situations when this occurs, I am the very first person to exit. Unfortunately, I ended up being the last one to exit on this time.
And we should probably throw out there, because I know a lot of people in Buffalo, Missouri are going to be listening. We're not going to be able to wrap this all up in one podcast.
Oh, no.
It's going to take a few.
This is going to be at least 2, if not 3 or 4.
So, guys, just in case, I did a little bit of extra reading. And, we caught at one point, like, it sounded like a radio.
Yes.
What was it? Somebody...
What it is on one of the microphones we had in the room. It's a televangelist is what it is. It's some sort of
it's like a sermon.
It's a religious program.
I can explain that. We had some sort of combo of mic preamp and microphone. And anytime something like those can pick up radio signals. And if a cell phone or a walkie-talkie gets close to it, or something that's transmitting a radio signal, that can pick it up. It has the potential to pick it up.
It has to be that.
So we can completely throw that out.
We hadn't even included that as part of our presentation.
We already tossed that one.
Yeah, out. Because I had mentioned that to Lacey, the owner of the bridal store. Because I wanted to know, do you have a radio in there? Do you have something in there that would?
That's a thing that can happen in how I use these microphones. Like I shut everything off or put it away from the microphones, like my cell phone or anything like that. So I never have to worry about that. But we ran into that. They can be explained. You can throw it out.
And we threw it out. We already did. It's not in any of this. I mean, even when it was presented, I thought that has to be a bleed, because there's no way.
Yeah.
That's
it
not
was so weird because it wasn't on any of the other mics.
Right.
And
it wasn't on any of the other recorders.
What are the odds?
We caught
You'd think it'd be country music or a baseball game.
I know.
Nope, it was a sermon.
Kenneth Copeland.
I mean, I guess, would that be an AM? Is it more likely to pick up an AM signal?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, whatever. We threw that out. We didn't even include that. I mean, I wasn't even going to mention it.
You also had a lot. It was incredibly hot, and that plays... I know this sounds like such a bunch of BS, but that plays with a lot of the FM frequencies.
Yeah.
And so it could have come in. It may not have even been a radio station here in Southwest Missouri.
It just raised our eyebrows because we've never had that happen to us before.
Never.
I've never had it happen to me. It's to the point where I needed to look it up. You guys were talking about it.
Like we used that microphone before?
We have, but part of the deal is, and I got thinking about why this would be, and it's no different than going back to the years of years ago. You would have rabbit ears on televisions, and you'd have to adjust it. And that mic was just in the right place with that cord to catch that signal.
It has to do with the type of cord, type of preamp,
and
the location of everything.
Didn't hang out the whole time. It just came in for a little bit.
Just there and gone.
That just is kind of concerning, considering our whole, the whole thing is to catch unknown voices.
But
it can be obvious.
Microphones are catching.
If it's a radio station, because at one point in there they said, "Thank you for listening to this radio broadcast today." So I mean, that is not a paranormal thing.
Nobody's on the radio doing like creepy whispering.
I wouldn't think so. No,
it was just a regular sermon, and then it goes away, and then about an hour into it, a lady comes on and is talking about something else.
You guys caught it and said it was fairly obvious. I was just trying to figure out.
Yeah, we were just mainly trying to figure out where the hell it came from.
Right.
I mean,
I think it's very rare to have that occur.
Yeah,
so.
You're going to be able to tell on the other stuff we play here that is not the case.
No, this other is not the televangelist.
I'm going to randomly pick. I've kind of bunched these up. I mean, you guys brought them in, and then I've kind of just stacked them up here in not in any particular order. But I kind of wanted to start with my favorite because it's the one I heard with my ears.
I was the only smart one. I didn't go in the basement.
We spent a lot of time in the basement because every time something would happen, we went back.
Let me rephrase that. When Lacey gave me the tour, I went down during the daytime and took a picture, and I decided I wasn't going to go down during the investigation.
When we do these creepy places, it's always Ty and Bobby. They're just drawn right into those areas, and they just love it.
No, Bobby, I don't love it.
Bobby makes it for a little while, and then
she was very brave.
No, I was in the tunnel. Remember, I was in the tunnel for like 5 minutes,
Here?
and I was like, "Yeah, we have to switch teams because this isn't working."
The tunnel here is not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
Who all was down there when this happened? I know I was.
Everyone minus Melissa.
Oh, really?
No,
all of
I
us?
don't think Bobby was there.
Bobby had gone up.
No, Bobby checked out.
Okay.
We were both at the top of the steps.
I'm going to play it, and then we're going to kind of zero in on it a little bit. I really like this one because this is exactly what I heard with my ears, and you are not going to hear it the first time through. So let me go ahead and just play it once, and then we'll break it down a little bit for you.
These red lights.
Oh! Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay.
Oh my god!
All right. All right.
That's it.
What coming up?
Oh boy!
You guys want to meet us? Lobby?
The lobby.
Something was after me.
And then we make an exit. Now, you probably didn't hear anything there, but it is there. And once you hear it, you can hear it every time. Right before you say something's after me, you're going to hear a voice, and there's a pause between the two words. Say, get out. Okay? I heard it when we were down there. I heard it. And I'm so glad we caught this. Let me see if I can turn it up just
You
a
even
little
mention it.
Yes, I know.
As you're exiting.
Once we get upstairs, if I'd let it play a little further, I'd say, did you hear that say get out? And it is on here. I'm so glad that we did catch it. It's right before John says something's after me. Let me go to that spot here if I can, and
here we go.
Play it from right here.
Oh boy. You guys want to meet us? Lobby?
Right there. Right there. Okay.
I still didn't hear it.
Let me go back here. You're going to hear get out. It's paced about like I just did it right there. And I'll point at you here. It's right before John says something's after me. Let me go again.
Oh boy. You guys want to meet us? Lobby?
Did you hear it?
It's
You can't
back.
hear-
It's back there a little
I'm going
bit.
to keep playing it till you hear it because
Okay.
it is there. I hear it every
You
single
hear it?
time now.
There's also an enhanced version of this too that's louder.
Will you point at them whenever it comes up here?
If I hear it this time, yeah,
Okay,
no,
hang
watch
on.
me not hear it.
All right, hang on. I'll hear it for sure because I hear it every time.
That's it. What coming up? Oh boy. You guys want to meet us? Lobby?
Get out right there. You can't. I swear.
What are we leaving for? What happened that made us leave?
Did you hear the throwing or something?
Yeah, we heard something thrown.
This is whenever the sub pump came on, and I saw the big darkness on the back.
Because I thought we were leaving in response to you hearing that.
No.
Is that not how that happened?
No. That's not why. That's not why we first got scared.
We were making our exit, and I didn't hear get out.
I still
at
don't
the
hear
time.
it. There's an enhanced version.
Play the
let me see if
enhanced
the
one.
enhanced one would help. Here, let me go to that. I hear it.
See, I heard it on the one that I heard it much better on the one you sent to me.
I didn't
On
send
the
it to
phone?
you.
Yes, that Chris
Is that a
sent to me.
different one? Because that one seemed clearer to me, too.
I didn't send it to anybody. You
Yes,
guys
you
sent-
did.
You guys.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
I got it somehow.
Oh, on the one when I copied it back to you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I thought you meant the original source.
No.
I was going to say I didn't find that. You guys did.
No,
All
but
right.
see, I heard it better on the phone than I am hearing it on this.
I can hear it on this just as well. All right, let's try this one. Hang on.
You guys want to meet us? Lobby?
Right there. Can you
Get
not
out.
hear that?
That one was more clear. I
It
heard
says
that one.
get out.
Yeah, I heard it.
Do it again.
Just like
Yeah.
that. I hear it plain as day.
Do it again.
You guys want to meet us? Lobby?
Right there.
Okay.
I heard it.
And there's none of us saying get out. So
No. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it till everybody hears it. Hang on.
You guys want to meet us? Lobby?
Plain as day to me.
I definitely hear out.
Yeah, I heard the out for sure on that
Yeah,
one.
I hear out,
on the
but
phone.
I hear
The one you sent me
get
on the
too.
phone, I heard
Hang
completely.
on. I'm doing it again.
You guys want to meet us? Lobby?
Get out. Right there. It's both words. I hear it plain as day.
I hear something and then out.
I hear get out. Plain as day. Just like I heard when we were down there. And if I let this play, do I even comment on it here? I don't know. No, that would cut it off, but that's right when I was getting ready to say, did you hear that say get out? But that's what I heard. It was right there. It sounds exactly
See,
like that.
I can't hear it as well on this one as I did on the phone one.
I can hear it. I
But-
can hear it, man.
I'm just glad I caught it.
Yeah, me too.
I can hear an out for sure.
Let's go on to this one right here.
Can you show yourself for us again, please?
Oh, what was that?
Apparently you can't.
Someone just throwing you guys.
Yep, something got tossed.
You know what? It wasn't. Whoa! What? Something hit my leg. No, like a little pebble.
So what's your name?
Oh, something in my head. Something's in my head.
Did you hit the board?
No. That's not what that was.
I really want to see it again.
Something just got thrown right behind it.
I heard that. That was loud.
And then something hit my leg.
That was a loud noise.
Yeah.
Guys, I think I just got a ginormous, and I mean a ginormous shadow figure down.
Seriously?
Well, I'm talking huge.
So that's more audio of the experience.
Yeah, right. Right. I put that in there because of the throne, and then the fact that Dustin then had
it was just like something else thrown.
Yeah,
and it hit my leg this time.
Yep.
It was just like a little.
And then it happened to Andrew as well, and so that's why I included all that.
Yep. And that was still in the basement. John, I'm not sure where this one is, but I'm going to go ahead and play it, and then you can kind of tell us where this one happened.
That way when Melissa's listening back to the audio, assisting me, we'll be able to know what's going on.
Okay, I heard it there.
I think it
for
says
sure.
yeah.
It's right after you say, after Melissa is assisting me, I heard something say yeah.
I think
says yeah.
we're upstairs with that.
Let's
Play
do
it
it
again.
again.
It says yeah. That way when Melissa's listening back to the audio, assisting me, we will.
Right there. You can hear the whisper yeah in
very
the background.
faint.
Very
I
faint.
heard it.
You don't hear it?
Well, he's.
Tyler must still be tired today.
Okay, I'll do it one more time.
That way when Melissa's listening back to the audio, assisting me, we will.
Right there. Yep, I hear a
It's
whisper
there.
yeah.
You're just not hearing it. Can you turn his headphone up a little bit?
I think they're up as far as it'll go.
That's as much room as I got, I think, on there.
I don't hear very well, guys.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
He wears headphones a lot. He's a musician.
I used to. He worked on the railroad for his first 50 years of his life.
All right, let's do the next one here.
What was that?
Heard it.
Somebody just.
Breathe out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. That was in the Christmas tree room. I remember us hearing it. I can't say that I hear it on here, though. Do you guys hear it on here?
It's the very beginning.
Sure,
I mean,
like the
very beginning.
The deep breath.
You know
Chris?
I don't.
Very faint. All right, let's try it again.
What was that?
Okay, yeah, I did at the very beginning.
Somebody just.
Breathe out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. Okay, that was when you and I were up in the Christmas
There
tree
are a
room.
couple of those.
Okay, let's go on. I know this one is also in that same room upstairs. Oh, what is that?
No, I am walking.
Oh, that just went off. Is that the EMF? There's nobody out here. Somebody? Nobody. Oh. And this thing just went off for a second. Okay, so
At the
that
very
was
beginning. There's
Do
some.
I need to boost these gains here on this some more?
Let me go to the beginning here. We don't have to play the whole thing, but right there. Did you hear that?
Right there, yeah.
What is
Sam,
that?
I
It
don't
sounds
know.
like a rocking chair or something.
Let's do that again. It sounds like a voice to me. I can't be
voice?
The floorboards, maybe?
Maybe something like that.
I don't
We'll try
know.
it
It's
again.
some unknown noise.
It was me, you, and just Andrew. Just three of us in
I
there.
think so.
Okay, let me do that one more time. Oh, what is that?
It's weird you don't hear like noises of like one of us walking after it or something.
Oh, the noise wasn't us.
No, I know that, but like it's just.
And then your EMF goes off.
And then the EMF detector did go off right after that.
I think
too.
it went off twice upstairs.
Did it go off when none of us were in there at one point?
I think you were trying to leave and it went off.
All right, let's go to this voice in the storage room when nobody's in there. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I heard the noise. I can't. We can't say. We can't sit here and say that is a ghost.
No, because there's so little insulation all over that could be somebody from outside or something.
Let's try it again. Yeah, it could be. We can't
It's
say
kind
100%.
of similar to that other noise that we.
That's what I thought. It sounds the same, and I can't tell what they would be. Okay, noise upstairs. We got that one. Let's move on down to possible footsteps.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
That's a mic stand being touched. I know that sound anywhere.
That was on the main floor.
That sounds like the
vibrato of.
Yes.
Okay.
That is on the main floor.
But here's the problem. There is no mic stand to touch.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It was,
Could it be touching the mic itself?
So what it
I
could
think it's
be
touching
is
the mic
it's
itself.
touching the microphone.
Touching the
Because
mic.
let me throw this out there real quick that'll kind of corroborate what you're saying. We had another recorder. Where was this?
This was sitting by the salon.
Okay, we had a recorder in the storage room upstairs. When we were packing up, I went to get it and I was like, oh, this one's off. Usually that means it's out of space or the batteries died. I assumed that was it. I threw it in the bag, figured we'd review it later. But then when I listened to it right up to the point right before it turned off, you can hear something, none of it, you can hear all of us in the distance. Something touches it and turns it off. The battery's not dead at all. It's still got 2 out of 3 lines left on the battery. So it got turned off and something touched it to make it turn off. None of us approached it. None of us were talking. None of us were in there. This wasn't anywhere near the time we were getting ready to wrap up because it only ran for like an hour and a half.
You'll also find other parts that will go along with this because you can also hear somebody is tapping on that recorder. They're shuffling it around.
Yeah, that's the sound of a mic casing or a mic stand being touched.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and what it is, the way that recorder is built, it has these 2 shielding things around its mic to protect it. So if you're poking on it and you're doing that,
The mic guard, right?
You're going to hear it. Mm-hmm. You're going to hear it.
It's like that, but bigger because it's a larger diaphragm.
And it's also a stereo recorder. Most recorders are not, but this is a stereo recorder. And because of that, if you're shuffling it from side to side, you'll kind of get a sound almost like a wobble. That shows up in here as well. So that tells me that something is messing with that. And if it wasn't any of us, which it was not, I can't explain that.
Okay. So I got a few. So whenever we set up for our investigations, we've got these really good recorders that'll catch shit from all over the place that are designed to gather up any sound that occurs. Then we've got some older recorders too, just for the sake of coverage. I always throw those out there too, just to get them to hit any blank spots there might be. And when you go fishing and you move up the bank 40 feet, it's like, oh, there's fish here, and then you move back down. That's what I tend to do with my recorders. It's like, oh, there's stuff happening over here. I'm going to move it over there, and then I move it over here. So at this point, I had moved the recorder to the landing on the stairs. So if I recall right, do you go up the stairs and then there's a flat spot and you go up again?
There's a landing and you turn right. And
okay. Again. It was on the floor, and I can't remember if I set it on the stair or on the landing. It's on one of the two, but I had moved it at one point, and we did catch. And I think if I play this back now, the quality of these aren't as good as the quality of the ones that are, that Ty and John set up to catch everything. But you can hear what sounds like something either walking on the floor or going up the stairs, and I can't be sure which. But there's only like 4 steps, and then they just completely stop. Four steps.
First of all, that being me, you can throw me out because there's no way I walk that
never
quietly.
That light,
that light. It's like a ballerina walking up the stairs or something, and then it just stops.
I believe you were referred to as a deadlift weight at one point in time.
No, dude, it's because he sat down in his the chair with he falls in chairs, and I do too. It scared the crap out of me.
You know what though? This does.
I do that too.
What that does, do we have? There's evidence, and I'm sure we're going to get to this on this podcast here. But we had evidence of kids. There was little kids.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you guys. I caught what sounds like a little kid on one of the little recorders, and I was going to ask you. I don't see anything named kid or scream, and I was going to ask you guys what you called that one because I couldn't.
They're in there.
Let's go. Let me go ahead and jump ahead just a little bit. The hay whisper.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to play that one because I also caught a hay on one of the other recorders. We'll play both of those, and I'll kind of continue glancing. That was Dustin, by the way. That's not paranormal. The coffee's kicking back. Let me go ahead and play this one. Then we'll play the 2 hays, and then we'll see if we can dig those up.
There.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that plain as day in the background there. Now, if you know,
when was that?
When was this recorded?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why does it sound like we're in a cafeteria full of people?
I think it's when were we setting up?
We might have been setting up.
This is from the Zoom.
We were either setting up or tearing down.
This is the Zoom upstairs, and we're setting up.
Oh, the Zoom up in what I call the Christmas tree room? Because that's where I caught the other hay too.
Yeah, it's upstairs. This is upstairs. The Zoom was, I think. I think that is.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and play it again. It's right at the beginning, and we know if you're not used to listening to EVPs, these are hard to hear because it's kind of like those 90s posters where you have to look through it before you can see the 3D dolphin or whatever. It's kind of like that with audio. So let's go ahead and play it again. Right there at the beginning. Okay, let me do it one more time. Yep, do you hear it?
What am I listening for?
Hey.
Okay,
Do it again.
one more time. Okay, one more time. And he'll point to you when it comes up. Right there. You hear it? Okay, it's back there. Now, let me play you another one really quick that was also captured in that same room. And
I believe that this is upstairs. We always miss stuff as we're setting up, and so that's where it was.
Is that the phaser, Mike?
Yeah, that's the phaser. That's what this is.
This is off one of the little, the little old
Because we
recorders.
did go get that and take it upstairs after we heard that initial thing that you talked about at the beginning.
This is the phaser.
All right, let me go ahead and pull this one up, and y'all play it once, and then I'll point it out, and we'll play it one more time.
Yep, I'll come back down.
Right there. Did you hear it?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That was good, yeah.
Okay, I was
that's a good
watching it close here to see when that time mark came up. Let me go back to that spot
We'll
again.
have to wait. I want to play that when Tyler gets back.
Is he in the bathroom?
He
His
took a
bladder's
break
the size
real
of what, like a lemon?
He took the car keys.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and go to that spot
Maybe
and do
he
it one
left.
more time. All right, here we go. Right there.
I mean,
And
that's
I think I hear
really-
something right before it, too.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Unless that's us. I can't be sure. I didn't hear that on my headphones when I listened before, but I'm going to play it one more time because I hear some. I heard the hey, but now I hear something right before it. Let me do it again.
It's hard to tell
No,
if that's
and I
us
hear
or not.
something after it, too.
I do too.
Well, I heard something right before Andrew said, I want to
wanna
go.
I do too.
Yeah.
And then right after the hey, I hear a little bit more. So let me see if I
Hit
can
it again.
do that one more time. Oh, yeah, there's more after
there
that.
is more.
There's
What did it
more
say?
after
What
that.
was
I
it?
can't tell.
God,
I
I
didn't hear
can't
that.
Whispering
What
something,
hell?
but we also caught, though, this same type of whisper shows up on other things, too.
I
That
cut
same
it
thing.
off because I didn't hear that.
Did it say? I don't want to say what I thought it said because if I do that, it'll poison your mind and make you think.
Listen to it one more time and see how sure you are here because there's more there than I even thought. Let's do it again.
Hey, guys. No, play it again. There's something else.
That
Hang
almost
on.
sounds like a kid.
Put your headphones on.
He had to go get his
The
his
water.
jug of water. A boy's got a drink. All right. So Ty, this was up in the Christmas tree room. We'll play. I'll just play the whole thing one more time because there's. I now that there may be more before that. Hell, I cut it off because I didn't hear that.
You're listening for like a whisper.
Okay, let's go.
Yep, I'll come back down.
What do you hear after that?
Well,
It keeps going.
I know I cut it off because I didn't hear that.
Why does it sound like a 1950s cassette recorder?
Sounds like it sounds like it's Nick saying, "Hi, this is Nick. It's my place." Sounds like that same type of cadence.
It kind of does sound. Yeah, it does kind of sound because this is one of the old recorders, and this is as good as they sound.
I mean, it clear to me. The first part is hey.
Yeah, it's hey.
I hear that
beyond a shadow of a doubt.
But whenever I clip this out, I didn't hear that part after it, so I cut it off. What do you hear?
Well, it's not after the second or third time I
lost
listen.
it?
It's not.
Okay.
that
All right.
was,
Well, it's.
so I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
say
there's
it.
something there. Okay. So as I looked through here, I did find a couple that you were talking about with the screaming. I just kind of glanced over them, and then there's some subfolders here that John pointed out that I had been missing. So there's like 3 times more EVPs here than I thought we had initially. I would have been going through them a little quicker than this had I known that. This is one of the screams you guys were talking about. Or there could be a woman or a kid or who knows what.
These screams are and they get even more. The ones we caught on the mics that Ty set up upstairs, are crystal clear.
And none of us heard these.
Crystal.
I certainly didn't hear any screaming.
Nope.
Crystal clear.
Let me go ahead and play this one for you.
I heard that. What was that? Yes, there's something.
Oh my God.
Okay.
We were downstairs on the main
Now,
floor.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
I was thinking maybe like a creaky,
squeaky door.
like a cabinet.
That's
opening.
what I was listening
No,
for.
It's got too much breathy
that's
bass
a
to
scream.
it.
That's a person.
And the other
It's a little
thing,
girl.
there's another thing in here that I didn't catch before. You hear something hit those mics again. That's that
Yeah.
wobble you hear. It's
Yeah. It
twisting.
almost sounds
and-
like wind.
And tapping it. Yes.
Yeah, at the
But
beginning.
Here's the problem. There's no wind in there.
Oh, I know that.
No, Tyler, there is no wind inside that building.
But there could have been air conditioning.
Yes, that's true. There could have been a draft, but there wasn't any.
No.
No, we had
turned
the
them off.
ACs off.
I
I turned them
think
off.
there was
off.
I don't even think there was a draft outside. It was
If
hot as hell.
I had heard that,
I did not hear that.
I would have been
That
out.
was shocking because I was expecting like him to hear like a creak that we could maybe say, oh, but that's a.
It gets a lot plainer on the tie mics upstairs.
Let me play it one more time here.
I heard that. What was that? Yes, there's something.
That's got a
there.
vocal quality to it.
And
What the hell?
at
Did
the-
you guys not hear that?
No.
No,
And-
because we were on the main. Now that I listened to that again, we were talking about the dresses and the beats.
Well,
You heard the beat.
at the end of
Ones
it,
that were like cheap, the cheap dresses.
it doesn't sound like a frightened. There's laughing quality.
It
to
could be a
at the
playing.
end. It's
It
like a
could be-
playing
It could
thing.
be little girls playing.
I'm really glad you caught that because I have that exact same voice. I have that exact same voice captured on one of the recorders upstairs. The exact here. I'm going to
you
play it for
have,
you.
or that
On
we
mine. On mine.
And we've also caught it upstairs
Yeah, we
too.
caught it
and
upstairs,
it
too.
is if you go to the mic upstairs in one of those
Okay.
rooms, it's plain as day.
You're going to hear the one I play in a minute. It's that same person. Hang on. Let me play this one for you one more time. Holy shit, man.
Is
That's
it
a
a
good one.
horse name?
That's a good one.
See, I thought that too.
It is not a
horse?
No, because
It does kind of sound like a horse.
Like a horse.
They
It
do
does.
1-year-old pictures up there. That's why there was
Yeah.
one all the time. Maybe there's a toy up there they're messing with.
It could be. I can't explain it, but I know I caught this. Hang on. Listen to this and see if you don't think it sounds like the same. The quality's not going to be as good because this is on those recorders that are about that big. I just use those to fill in holes. But it's the same person, I think. Let me
All right, I'm
listen.
gonna set this right here on the staircase. Where did she say that cat toy is? Yeah, it's right there. Where? It's a little big room. Oh, that's pretty cool. I have glue on it earlier.
Doesn't that sound like
It
the same
sounds like
person?
Yeah, and it
sounds like he's saying. That sounds like a little kid saying hi.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Let me try it again. I didn't catch the. What's wrong?
I don't hear it saying anything. I just
What?
hear a sound.
No, it says.
I
it
honestly,
says
I
that.
didn't either. I just heard a sound. But let me listen again.
All right, I'm gonna set this right here on the staircase. Where did she say that cat toy is? Yeah, it's right there. Where? It's a little big room. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh yeah, okay.
I still can't. But either way, I mean, whether you hear, hi or whatever, it's not us. And we didn't hear it either.
And one of her claims was little kid feet.
Yep. Yeah.
Right at the top of the steps.
And
in
there's,
that area.
there's more little kid too when you go back into these others here. If you want to hear a clear one, it's on this.
Okay. I was just getting ready to say maybe we should wait till next week. But hell, after you said that, I don't know if we can leave that big of a cliffhanger.
It's insane how good this one is.
And which one is that on here, John? If
It's
I go
on,
subfolders, mic 1.
then mic 2. I will have dumped them all into mic 2.
Tell me what it's called again.
Possible
Oh,
Scream.
Little Girl Scream.
Yeah.
Let's do these at least today, and then we can
Right.
pick it up next week because the screaming, I thought mine was an anomaly. I thought, well, maybe that's outside. But if you guys, because we didn't hear it either, but if you guys heard that or caught
this
that
is-
scream and were that close
This is
and didn't
crazy
hear it,
good.
then
This
there's,
is crazy good.
there's something weird happening
And this
here.
mic, by the way, is the one that is set up in the room where the footsteps appear in the paint.
If it was a toy, we would have heard it.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
We,
one of
would have
the-
we were on edge
Hang on,
at
that
this
was
point. We would have heard
that was
it.
This
one
was
of
in-
the claims.
Right.
We didn't see
We
footsteps
didn't see
appear.
footsteps in the paint, but she said that she had found footsteps in the paint. And this is in that room where these kids, I mean, it's kids.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Let's go ahead and play this one. Okay, here we go.
There.
Yeah.
What?
It's real faint.
What
We're going to have to turn up.
Where was this recorder?
Upstairs.
Now, the other one that says Little Girl Scream, is that... Okay, that's a different one. So let's go ahead and play that one and see what we got here.
There's some random message buzzing around. It's like the beats wherever you get together. There's something. We want to go upstairs. We don't know.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's the same
That's
noise.
the same sound.
There it is.
It's like on repeat. Do it again.
No, I think you guys played the same thing twice.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, it's
they're two
not.
It's a different recorder.
These are different recorders.
It's a different
But
quality.
it was the same time.
We were in the
same thing.
We were on this main floor.
Oh, so this is the same recorder twice.
Yeah, because
This is
It's caught it twice.
Okay. So this is the same
It's a different
instance.
angle.
It's from a different angle.
Right, but the fact that another recorder caught it, I think is good.
Yes, I do too. But
Can you do it
especially since
again?
you
This
guys
one's a
didn't hear
little
it.
more clear.
Yeah, let's do it again.
There's some random message buzzing around. It's like the beats wherever you get together. There's something. We want to go upstairs. We don't know.
who's the man voices? Were you guys talking at the same time?
Okay, so I think that recorder may have been the one on the main floor, and the one we first played was upstairs.
Yeah, I think
this
that's
one's
right.
upstairs. This one's
Oh,
upstairs,
really?
and the first one you played was the main floor.
Oh.
Was that mic 4?
So
Yes.
so it sounds clearer on this one.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you're hearing it. You're hearing it upstairs. So
Which is where all the little kid claims were.
right.
Let's clear something up here real quick. How late was it when we caught this?
I was.
You
out of the
guys were
basement.
all in the basement. This was after Bobby came upstairs.
So I mean, late.
But it was late in the night.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
We
11.
went outside
It was probably
several times.
It was before we went outside, I think.
There were
there
no
were
children.
no little kids out
Well,
there.
the
There was
place
only-
was- it was a ghost town.
This is 10 o'clock at night.
The
In
only
fact, we only
activity-
saw one adult,
I was
and
gonna
she was
say,
doing her laundry at the
only activity
laundromat.
we saw was that catty corner laundromat, and that's a significant distance away.
If we would have heard that, like we should have heard it, judging by how loud it is, we would have taken note of it.
Yes, if we would have heard it. I mean, for it to record this loud, we would have heard it with our ears and would have marked it. It's like, did you hear that? And I think that's someone outside. We didn't hear it, obviously. That's
In fact,
crazy.
we heard nobody outside.
Actually, these are my favorite now. Even though I heard the Get Out, I couldn't hear these as well whenever I listened.
And the deal is what this shows me, and that is on mic 4. And the reason why I make such a big deal about that is I set up mic 4 in the area where she said that there were little kids' footprints that showed up in the paint. And it's right there when you first come up at the stairs. That's where it sounds like that sound is originating from.
And this mic was, one more time, where was it?
On top of the microwave.
Was sitting directly on top of the microwave.
By the desk?
Yes.
So this sound, because that's what I was wondering, if this sound, because it sounds to me like it came out of that big storage room. It would have just enough muffle to come out of there. I don't know.
So was this your shotgun mic?
Yes.
Yes. Oh no, this was my mic that I put the Fed head on
the Bob Barker mic.
to manufacture.
Yeah, the Bob Barker one.
Turn it into the.
I know on one of Andrew's
condenser.
videos, because he videoed the whole place at the beginning and end. I know on one of the videos, I could see that mic sitting there.
Right. It looks like
It is dynamic though.
it is, but I used a Fed head on it to turn on phantom power.
Okay.
So it now becomes a condenser
Me
pickup.
and Dustin were just sitting here wondering, did he use a Fed head on that?
Or a condenser, or a Fed head, or
Helps me understand what I'm hearing.
I know.
You audio nerds could talk about this.
It will pick up a lot better than a dynamic mic will pick up.
And that was a what do they call it? Omnidirectional.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It's omnidirectional, but here's the really weird thing. We did get some of it in the other rooms, but in the other rooms, it's not as clear as it is on this one. So that tells me the audio source has to either be coming from the stairs or that room. Even though it would make more sense for it to be in the room you're talking about, it's not on there.
I heard something right before you started talking.
Okay.
A second ago, but we'll deal with that later. I want to do one more before we end today, because like we said at the beginning, our disclaimer was this is going to span several episodes.
I think at least 2, if not 3.
Yeah, and that's not just to keep you guys listening to our podcast.
We just had that much
isn't.
stuff.
We just have so much. So I want to do this woman's voice while we're outside. I kind of want to hear that one real quick before we end, because when I previewed all these, at the beginning, listen to them again, I did not go into these subfolders at all. So let me go ahead and play this one real quick for you. What the hell was that? What is that?
It's a Star Trek sound effect.
it is. Somebody's being beamed up.
I don't remember where that mic is. And I don't remember hearing that when I
play it again.
Tagged it.
What you're referring to is behind that.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious what that is in front of it. I can't tell.
What's it say?
You mean which mic? Mic 2.
Mic 2, so that is going to be in
the room. We won't say what room it is.
The photo room?
The photography room.
Okay.
No,
the other room?
The dress room.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's in the not the photography room, but the room to the left of it.
Oh, this is the room on the very end outside. Okay.
Yes.
Let me listen to that one more time. What the hell?
I don't remember hearing that noise at all.
I don't know, but we did turn all the ACs off. So.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was hot as hell in there. I can't tell. I know what you're pointing to on this.
I can't even focus on anything behind it.
It's back there.
It is back there. There's something behind it, but I can't tell. I'm more curious what
I'm
that
pretty
is.
sure we were all outside.
That's what it says here. Well, we were outside. I mean, we could go on for another 2 hours. We probably should go ahead and cut and then pick it up next week. What do you think?
That'll be fine. We'll be back soon with another episode of Midwest Ghost Hunters Dark Matter Podcast.